As the saga surrounding Diddy continues to unfold, it becomes clear that this narrative is far more than just a tale of one man's rise to fame and fortune. At its heart, it's a tragic commentary on the ways in which power, manipulation, and control infiltrate the personal lives of those involved with powerful figures. Diddy, whose name is synonymous with success in the music and business worlds, has carefully crafted and maintained a public image as an influential mogul, a loving father, and a philanthropist. However, as more individuals like Al B. Sure, Misa Hilton, and others come forward with their accounts, the carefully constructed veneer of Diddy's public life begins to crack. What we are left with is a story that reveals not just the lengths to which Diddy has gone to shape his empire, but the darker, more insidious aspects of fame and power that too often go unexamined. Diddy's empire was built on more than just his musical talents or his business acumen. It was, in many ways, constructed on the power of perception, on controlling the narrative, and on the influence he could wield over the people closest to him. As the accusations of emotional manipulation, coercion, and control surface, it becomes apparent that Diddy's relationships, especially with his children, former partners, and associates, may have been defined more by his need to maintain control than by genuine affection or familial bond. This isn't just a story of one man's ambition, it's a reflection of the toxic effects that power can have on human relationships and the devastating toll it can take on those who are caught in its web. One of the most unsettling aspects of the situation is the way Diddy's children, in particular, have been implicated in the story. To the public, Diddy has always been seen as the epitome of fatherhood, a loving, supportive father who prioritizes his children while balancing the immense demands of his career. But behind the scenes, there are allegations that Diddy may have used his children to build and maintain his public image, manipulating their relationships and allegiances for his own benefit. Al B. Sure, the biological father of Diddy's son Quincy, has accused Diddy of using psychological tactics to encourage Quincy to disown him in favor of Diddy as a father figure. This allegation paints a very different picture of the dynamic between Diddy and his children. Instead of being a loving father who nurtures his children's growth and independence, Diddy may have actively shaped their identities to align with his own narrative. The implication here is chilling. Diddy's relationship with his children may have been less about love and more about control. In a world where family is an integral part of a public figure's image, maintaining the appearance of a perfect, loving family can be as important as the actual relationships themselves. For Diddy, the narrative of being the perfect father and family man serves as a cornerstone of his brand. If that brand is threatened by the presence of a biological father, as Al B. Sure alleges, Diddy may have seen it as necessary to manipulate Quincy's relationship with him in order to protect his public image. This kind of emotional manipulation isn't just about fostering familial loyalty, it's about securing a public perception of family that serves the person at the center of it all. As troubling as this dynamic is, it's not unique to Diddy. Many celebrities have been accused of using their families to maintain control over their image, but what makes Diddy's situation particularly disturbing is the extent to which he seems to have gone to reshape his children's identities for his own benefit. This manipulation isn't just about loyalty, it's about ensuring that the narrative of Diddy's life remains intact and that his power and control over those around him remain unchallenged. It speaks to a much larger problem in the world of celebrity, where the lines between family, business, and image can become dangerously blurred. But this story doesn't end with the emotional manipulation of Diddy's children, it also extends to his former partners, particularly Kim Porter, the mother of 3 of his children. Kim's untimely death in 2018 added a new layer of complexity to the narrative. Initially, Kim's death was reported as being caused by pneumonia, but over time, allegations have surfaced that suggest something more sinister might have been at play. Al B. Sure, who has long been vocal about Diddy's treatment of his son Quincy, has raised questions about the circumstances surrounding Kim's death. In fact, he has gone so far as to suggest that Diddy may have played a role in orchestrating a cover-up, and that Kim's death was not simply a tragic health issue but a direct consequence of Diddy's need to protect his empire. If these allegations are true, it paints a horrifying picture of Diddy's willingness to go to extreme lengths to preserve his public image. Kim Porter was someone who had been intimately involved with Diddy, and her death should have been a moment for grief and reflection. But if Diddy was involved in concealing the true nature of her passing to protect his empire, it suggests a level of callousness and emotional detachment that goes far beyond simple fame management. The possibility that Diddy may have orchestrated a cover-up surrounding Kim's death brings into stark focus the lengths to which he might have been willing to go to protect his public image and ensure that his empire remains untarnished. In a world where public perception is everything, it's easy to see how someone in Diddy's position might consider the preservation of their brand as more important than the truth. But the very fact that such allegations have surfaced raises serious ethical questions not only about Diddy but also about the culture of celebrity and the unhealthy relationship that many public figures have with their image. When fame becomes so intertwined with a person's identity, it's easy to lose sight of what really matters: the people, relationships, and lives that are impacted by the choices we make. If Diddy was involved in covering up the circumstances of Kim Porter's death, it would not only reveal a disturbing side of his personality but also highlight the dangerous environment that surrounds celebrities, an environment where loyalty to the brand comes before loyalty to the people around you. In a culture where image is everything, the emotional and psychological cost of such manipulation can be staggering. The truth is often the first casualty in the world of fame, power, and influence, and those who are caught in the web of a celebrity's empire may find themselves trapped, forced to silence their consciences to protect the greater good of the public image. Another troubling aspect of this entire saga is the role of Christian, Diddy's son, who is now left to grapple with the legacy of his father's influence. Christian, like many children of famous figures, has been raised under the shadow of his father's empire. But his silence or apparent silence on the allegations surrounding Kim Porter's death and Diddy's role in shaping his public image speaks to the moral dilemmas faced by children of such powerful figures. Christian's position is one that many children of celebrities are familiar with, torn between loyalty to the family and the need to protect their own integrity. If Christian has knowledge of the true circumstances of Kim Porter's death and chooses to remain silent, it speaks to the incredible power Diddy has over his family members. Christian's silence may not necessarily be an endorsement of his father's actions. It could be a reflection of the overwhelming pressure he faces to remain loyal to the empire that has given him everything. For children like Christian, the stakes are incredibly high. The price of speaking out could mean losing everything: his family, his place in the empire, and perhaps even his own identity as a part of that world. In this sense, the situation becomes a tragic commentary on the moral compromises that children of powerful figures are often forced to make. The emotional and psychological toll that this manipulation takes on Diddy's children is not to be underestimated. When loyalty is tied to wealth, status, and power, the very concept of family becomes distorted. What should be a sanctuary of love and support turns into a battleground for control, with each family member forced to navigate a system of expectations, loyalty, and fear. The cost of maintaining a powerful public image can be devastating, not just to the individuals involved but to the very relationships that are meant to provide love, stability, and emotional support. Ultimately, the story of Diddy's empire raises profound questions about the nature of fame, power, and family in the celebrity world. Diddy's actions, as alleged by those close to him, are just one example of a much larger issue within the culture of celebrity, a culture where image is everything, and the people closest to the stars often pay the price for maintaining the facade. As more people come forward to tell their stories, the true cost of fame and power begins to take shape. The cracks in Diddy's public persona are widening, and as the truth comes to light, it's clear that the consequences of living in the shadow of a powerful figure like Diddy may be more far-reaching than anyone could have anticipated. This story serves as a stark reminder of the dangerous culture that surrounds fame and power. The public's constant desire to maintain idealized images of celebrities can be damaging, as it enables figures like Diddy to continue manipulating the narrative around their lives, regardless of the personal cost to those involved. The truth becomes obscured, and the emotional toll on the people closest to the public figures is often overlooked. As more people continue to step forward, the full scale of the emotional damage and manipulation becomes clear. The truth behind Kim Porter's death, the manipulation of his children's identities, and the toxic family dynamics Diddy has created are all part of a larger narrative that speaks to the deep flaws in the culture of celebrity. As Diddy's empire begins to crack under the pressure, we are forced to confront the larger question: how many other families in the celebrity world are similarly trapped in a cycle of manipulation, control, and the devastating consequences of fame? The story is not just about Diddy, but about the system of fame that allows such behavior to continue unchecked. The true cost of celebrity, whether in terms of emotional toll, personal sacrifice, or family destruction, cannot be ignored any longer. The cracks are beginning to show, and as the truth emerges, we are left to wonder just how many other families will continue to suffer in silence while the public watches. The real question remains: can anyone truly escape the grip of such an all-encompassing empire, or are we all just pawns in the game of fame?